guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all everything you have to know about credit score. It is very important to build your credit history in this country and it impacts you in a lot of ways. Before getting started, subscribe to this channel and have any questions, you can always comment below and let me know. I'll try to answer them. And please hit that like button too. So what is this credit score? Basically, this is a particular score that ranges from 300 to 900 and it is just nothing but financial record. It's like if your credit score is 900, giving you a loan is very less risky and you have the ability to pay it off.
If the score is between 780 and 900, it's excellent. If it's between 720 and 780, it's good. If it's between 680 and 720, it's fair. 625 and 680, it's below average. Between 300 and 625, it's considered as poor.
So what's the difference between having a good credit and having bad credit score? If you apply for a loan or a credit card or anything, if you have a really good credit score, you have really high chances of getting approved. At the same time, you have a lot of chances for getting a really good interest rate on that. If you have a bad credit score, sometimes you might not get approved for any kind of loan, and even if you get approved, the limit could be very less and your interest rate might also be very higher. So there are various types of lending. One is mortgage. If you're going to buy a house, you will need a mortgage loan. Second, car loan, student loan, personal loan, credit card. So there are two institutions that gives you credit report or credit score. These two are considered as standards. One is Equifax and one is TransUnion. You can check your credit score for free anywhere, but if you have to get a credit report, you have to pay certain amount in order to get your credit reports from these two. So there is a free version of Equifax which is Borrow Well. You can find out all these links in the description box below. And the free version for TransUnion is Credit Karma. I personally use Borrow Well and Mogo. So what does this credit report contain? How many loans you have taken? How many credit cards you have on your name? How many applications are there on your name? For example, if you apply for 10 credit cards, everything can be found, all the 10 credit card applications history can be found on your credit report. So that's what it is. So why is it so important to have a credit score? If you're applying for a job, there are high chances for your employer to check your credit score and judge your financial record. For example, if you have to rent out a place in Canada, mostly landlord asks you for your credit score. If you have a bad credit score, the landlord will think that you are not able to pay rent on time, so they don't rent you the place. So it is very important to have your credit score always high. So how is your credit score calculated? What should you do to improve your credit score if you have a really bad one right now? Okay, here you can see what makes up a credit score. 35% payment history, 30% utilization ratio, 15% length of credit, 10% type of credit, and 10% inquiries. So I have few steps for you to follow in order to improve your credit score. First one is always use your credit card to pay any kind of bills instead of cash. So let's say if you're paying with cash, you don't get anything, like you don't get any cashbacks or any rewards with that. But if you are paying it with your credit card, you will get a lot of cashbacks or reward points or whatnot depending upon your credit card. At the same time, you will build a credit history for yourself. So it is very important to use your credit card to make any kind of payments instead of cash. Number two is always pay your bills on time. So I used to have a credit score of 786, but one time I missed one payment because I got a replacement credit card. So instead of replacing my pre-authorized payment, still had that old credit card, I forgot to replace that, so I missed a payment. I missed that one payment and my credit score fell to 698. Imagine falling from 786 to 698, and it is really hard to build your credit score. It takes a lot of time. If you mess up one thing, it's very easy to lose your credit score. So paying your bills on time is literally the best way to improve your credit score, because payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. So missing a single payment can take a hit on your credit score as much as 90 points. So let's say your monthly statement for your credit card is $500 and you are not able to pay $500, but they say that okay, make a minimum payment of $20. At least make the minimum payment, because if you are paying 20 to 25% interest rate on your credit card, that's fine. It's not marked as something bad. You still can preserve your credit score. But if you're not even making that minimum payment, you could lose a lot of points. Number 3 is maxing out credit cards. Let me show you why this is a bad thing. Utilization ratio makes up of 30% of your credit score. Let's say you have a credit card worth of $1,000. It is advisable to use only up to $300 of that credit card instead of maxing out, instead of using the entire $1,000. Let's consider that you have $600 worth of bills to pay. If you have two credit cards for $1,000 and $1,000, yeah, you can take 300 from here and pay off your $600 bills. Very important to have multiple credit cards in order to not max out your credit card. Yeah, do not think that having multiple credit cards is a bad thing. If bank called you and offered you a credit limit increase, for example, you already have a credit card with a particular bank for $5,000, and if they are increasing it to 10,000 or 7,000 or whatever, always take it. It's such a good thing. I mean, unless you have bad spending habits, having a good credit limit is very useful. Number 4 is having a credit history. 15% of your credit score comprises of length of credit, which means the longer duration, the better. This is why you should never cancel your credit cards. Let's say you have a 2-year-old credit card and you are like, okay, let me get a different credit card and cancel this one. No, just let it be and use it here and there once in a while, and just keep it active. Unless you are paying some kind of annual fee to have that credit card, yeah, you can cancel it, that's fine. But if you're not paying anything, just let it be. So if you're canceling your old credit cards, you will literally lose a lot of credit history related to that particular credit. The credit history related to that old credit card is very important than whatever you're getting right now. So it's always duration, the longer the better. And next one is credit mix. So let's say you have a car loan on your name, a mortgage loan, and maybe a personal loan or a student loan. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay to have multiple loans. Actually, having multiple loans is a good thing for your credit score. Final 10% of your credit score comprises of credit inquiries. There are two types of credit inquiries. One is soft inquiry and the other one is hard inquiry. Soft inquiry means if you keep on checking your credit score, it is a soft inquiry and it doesn't affect your credit score in any way. But when it comes to hard inquiries, let's say you applied for a new credit card. When your application has been sent, they will review all your credit history and your current credit score in order to give you a credit card, right? So that is called hard inquiry. Let's say you are applying for a credit card every month, that's fine. But if you are applying for 10 credit cards in a month, it's not good. For every application, your credit score takes a hit and you might lose points there. So 2 inquiries a month is fine. Let's say you applied for 2 different credit cards in a month, that's fine. 1 or 2 is negligible. But if it's more than 2, your score can drop by 20 points for every hard inquiry. So yeah, you have to keep that in mind too. So all the links to credit reports or monitoring your credit score is in the description box below. You can check it out. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know by commenting below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.